Hello, Darragh O'Keeffe.
Hi, Jen.
We're heading into the Punchestown Festival. We're coming to the end of the national hunt season. It's gone pretty well for you.
Yes, we've had a great season. Started off, I suppose, in the race and came back and kind of got the ball rolling early. And in fairness, this season has been good to me since the start.
Yeah, you've had a great spread of winners. Like obviously, we'll get to the big ones, but you're a Cork man, and your local trainers have been very good to you.
Yeah, extremely good. And I suppose when you ride a winner for local trainers and owners and stuff, it's great, you know. And especially with the trainers I'm riding for, they've all been very good to me and stuff. So we're delighted.
Yeah. So the first big notable one, we went cross channel. Mick Winters saddled Chatham Street Lad in the Caspian Caviar Gold Cup. And that was, as it turned out, pretty effortless.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I suppose like he's a horse that has won a couple of hurdle races and stuff, and he had a mark over fences, and I suppose he had a couple of niggly problems. Like he was 9 and stuff, but in fairness, Mick was going over, and the owners, they were very confident of a big run. I suppose we were lacking a bit of experience, you know, in them big handicaps, but no, it made no difference to him, and you know, he was very impressive. And as you mentioned about riding winners for local trainers, it was great, and especially for Mick Winters, the character he is, it was a memorable day.
Yeah, it was quite the scenes, and the coverage was excellent. And then you carried that experience into your first Grade 1 ride at Christmas, Leopardstown. Big ride, big call up for A Plus Tard in the Savills Chase. Were you nervous?
Yeah, I suppose I was more excited than anything I suppose, and you know, when you're given a chance like that, you don't want to let the nerves get the better of you, but at the same time I was still nervous, but I had a couple of rides in the day before it, so I suppose that was a help and stuff, but you know, as you said, when you get a good ride like that, you try and make the most of it, and it was an unbelievable day.
I was interested to get your views. For most of the race, it looked like you were tracking Alejo. At what stage do you think, oh no, he's not going anywhere?
Yeah, I suppose because it was my first ride in a Grade 1, and we were in the parade ring beforehand, and just Rachel said that she was probably nearly going to make the running or be upsides, and she was only a few lengths ahead of me, so I said we have to be going a real good gallop, so I was happy enough. And I suppose my lad was kind of unknown in that trip, you know, out in open company, so we were always just going to ride him for a bit of luck and see what happens, you know. So there was, in fairness to Henry, or that there was no pressure, it was just go out and enjoy yourself and see what happens, like. So and it was brilliant. And jumping to second last, I when I see that I still had a few lengths to make up, I said I must have nearly tracked in the wrong pair, but thankfully it worked out in the end.
Yeah, class prevailed, and he did stay, because at the back of the last in Leopardstown, he flew.
Yeah, he did, and I was kind of coming down to the last. I thought I have every chance now, but just I was looking for a jump and there was nothing there, so I kind of popped the last. And in fairness, when I got stuck into him, he really rallied to the line. It was a great day.
Yeah, super win on a super horse, and then you rolled on. You had Chatham Street Lad at Cheltenham. He ran very well, and hopefully to go to Punchestown.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. He was very impressive the last day in Limerick, you know, as well. So, and I think the plan, if the ground comes on the easy side, he might go to Punchestown, or I think there's been talks that he might be a trip to France for him as well in the summer. So we'll see what happens. But I think the Mick Winters would like to go across seas again.
To Paris.
Yes, exactly. So no, it'll be good, as we said. Hopefully, a drop of rain will come for Punchestown, or if the ground's on the easy side, he might take his chance, but no, we'll see what happens.
Interesting avenues. So you were crowned champion conditional last season. This season has been your first Grade 1. What are the goals like for next year?
Oh, I suppose like just something similar again. Just go out and see what happens. You know, like it's I suppose it's hard in this country. Like, you know, there's so many good trainers and jockeys and stuff, and you know, in the graded races, you're just hoping you get a chance, and like A Plus Tard. So, you know, I'd be very grateful if I could get a chance again next year at some stage and see. But no, I'd just go into next season the exact same. Just, you know, try and get as many rides and winners as you can, and pick up new contacts as well.
Yes, that's super. And just outside of yourself, I like to get somebody's perspective on this. So the season has been like no other. We've had no crowds. We didn't race until June. Or since June. What has been your highlight outside of your own little bubble?
I think just for Irish racing, the domination, like, you know, I think the when we went to Cheltenham, and to see the standard that we have is incredible. And like I suppose before we went to Cheltenham, you see the English race and whatever, and you'd say that it's going to be, there's going to be very high profile race or whatever. But when we went over, just the domination of the horses, and it's just a standard really of all the jockeys and trainers, and there was a great variety of trainers at Cheltenham that had winners just outside the big guns. But I think that really, when we came home and looked back, it was great to see the standard that we have here. And when you're going out every day and seeing all the good jockeys and stuff, and taking part in it, being a part of it, exactly, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, hopefully that domination will maintain itself, and we will continue those high standards. Thanks very much, Darragh.
Cheers.
And best of luck for the future.
Thanks, Jen.